Welcome to Module 1. What does an IT specialist do? Before diving into hardware, software, and networking, we are going to look at the role itself, the responsibilities, the professional mindset, and the troubleshooting methodology that forms the foundation for every great IT technician. In this module, you will learn to define the role of an IT specialist and their daily responsibilities. You will identify the technical and professional skills required for the job, and you will understand the important role certifications play in validating an IT career. Lesson 1.1, The Hero of Problem Solving, explores what it means to be an IT specialist. We will cover the practical day-to-day work, the skills that separate good technicians from great ones, and why this work is so vital to keeping businesses running. Why does this role matter? Because technology powers everything, and when it breaks, IT specialists are the ones who keep the lights on. It is a high-demand career path, and the professional habits you build here will serve you in every advanced role you take on in the future. This lesson is divided into two sections. First, we examine the core role of an IT specialist and who relies on them. Then, we look at the technical and human skills necessary to excel in this field. An IT specialist's role includes solving organizational issues, providing user support, configuring new systems, and maintaining existing infrastructure. These professionals effectively bridge the gap between people, processes, and technology to keep a business moving forward. To be successful, you need three key categories of skills: methodical problem solving, strong communication and organizational abilities, and a commitment to technical learning. Technology changes rapidly, and staying current is a standard part of the job. Now let's try a quick activity. In pairs, one person will play the user with an issue, and the other will play the IT specialist. You will practice gathering information and proposing a solution. After, swap roles and debrief on your communication approach. Welcome to Lesson 1.2, the Troubleshooting Methodology. Here, we will define the industry-standard process for resolving IT issues and explain why using a structured, repeatable framework is far more effective than trial-and-error guessing. A proven methodology provides consistency and reduces downtime. It encourages root cause analysis so that you fix problems once, rather than just treating symptoms repeatedly. Mastering these steps is also critical for success on your CompTIA A+ certification exam. The CompTIA troubleshooting methodology consists of 6 steps. Identify the problem, establish and test the theory, question the obvious, form a new theory or escalate if needed, implement a plan of action, and finally, verify and document the results. Before you begin any fix, you must prioritize. Evaluate the impact and severity of the issue. A business-critical outage requires an immediate response, while a minor, single-user issue can be scheduled for later. Never rush into a fix without understanding the true cause. Remember these 6 steps in order: identify, theory, test, action plan, verify, and document. We will now take a closer look at each of these steps to see how they apply to real-world scenarios. Step 1 is to identify the problem. Establish the symptoms, gather information by asking the user the right questions, and describe all circumstances. Most importantly, ensure you have a backup of your data before making any configuration changes. Step 2 is to establish and test the theory. Based on your evidence, form a logical guess as to the root cause. Devise a specific test to either confirm or eliminate that theory. For example, if a printer fails, testing the print spooler service is a logical step. Now, let's look at where good theories come from. Always conduct research by searching for the specific symptom, not just an assumed cause. Perform a physical inspection. Loose cables and failed fans are often missed. You should also try to reproduce the problem. Check logs, consult other technicians, and review vendor documentation. When troubleshooting, remember to question the obvious. Problems are frequently caused by simple things, like a monitor that appears broken simply because it is unplugged. Consider the situation systematically by walking through steps, and break the investigation into categories like application, OS, network, or hardware to isolate the issue. If your first theory fails, don't force a fix. Assess business needs before performing disruptive tests, especially on critical systems. For difficult issues, take the system down to its base configuration and add components back one at a time, testing after each addition until you identify the cause. Escalating is not a failure, but an act of good judgment when you have exhausted your time or access level. Always follow your organization's established processes and communicate clearly. A good escalation should include the symptoms reported, theories tested, what has been ruled out, and all relevant logs or error codes. Step 3 is to implement a plan of action. Your general approaches include repairing, replacing, or using a workaround. Remember to assess the impact on other systems, secure the necessary authorizations, time the work appropriately to minimize disruption, and always follow vendor instructions rather than improvising. Finally, verify the solution and document everything. Confirm that the full system is functional, not just the reported symptom. Then, Ensure you record your findings, lessons learned, and the actions taken in your ticket system, using clear and concise language that can be shared with others in the business. To wrap up this lesson, we will complete a troubleshooting simulation. Working in small groups, you will analyze a provided IT scenario, apply all 6 steps of the methodology, and present your solution. This will give you practical experience with real-world troubleshooting. To summarize, Module 1. IT specialists resolve issues, support systems, and rely on a blend of technical and human skills. The CompTIA 6-step troubleshooting methodology provides the framework for your work. You will use these skills in this methodology constantly throughout your career.